Hey everybody, what's up? It's Thunder. How's it going? Gamescom is over. We saw Black Ops 2 finally. And you know what, guys? Black Ops 2 definitely made some changes, made some innovations, made some, switches around. But one thing that will never switch around, one thing that will never change, one constant is the community that plays the game. No matter what any developer does, this community is still here. And I think after playing Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, we all know what the community likes to do. Hide. So, we all saw the pros playing at Gamescom, and guys, this is not a complaint video. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just giving you people a dose of reality, including myself. I even need a reality check, because I've been so excited about Black Ops 2. I've been so excited about Treyarch and what they're bringing to the table. I forgot about the community. I forgot about the self-destructive community that's gonna sabotage anything. This community could fuck up a blowjob, dude. This community is going to sabotage this game somehow. And let's get right into it. So I'm a Team Deathmatch player, primarily, as most of you are, as Team Deathmatch completely dominates the playlist. It's the most played play type of any game out there, according to the numbers. The numbers, Mason! The numbers! The numbers don't lie, do they, people? And I'm just going to take a wild guess. Now, y'all know in Black Ops 2, your first prestige, you can't activate any wild cards. So your first prestige, you have to play straight up. Traditional perk layout. And I think this is what we're going to see a lot of, especially in Team Deathmatch and in Search, even though I don't play Search that much. I think we're going to see Silenced Gun with Fast Mag, which is really sleight of hand. And I don't have a Fast Mag icon, so I actually use the Black Ops sleight of hand icon. And a suppressor. I think we're going to see the pistol secondary or a launcher, probably launcher, but I went with the pistol just because I'm not putting a launcher in there. And the perks, we're going to see him using Ghost. The cool thing about Ghost in Black Ops 2 is though, and actually, let's get right into what these perks actually do. Yeah, right here. Alright, here we go. So we've got Ghost. It stays hidden from the UAV, but Treyarch was smart with it this time, people. You can't camp with this shit. You have to be moving. If you stand still, you die. And I guarantee there will be some dumb shits in Black Ops 2 sitting in corners with Ghost, wondering how the hell they got murked, because they think it's just like Black Ops 1. These dumbass bushwookies, man, they're gonna be like, how did he know I was there? This is bullshit, I got Ghost on. Yeah, people, you gotta move with Ghost in Black Ops 2. Bravo to Treyarch for that. Let's move into the second perk, Cold-Blooded. And this perk, it will make you immune to target finders. Immune to player control kill streaks and sensor grenades. Basically sensor grenades are motion sensors, so you kind of get the Ghost Pro ability with Cold-Blooded, as you can't be seen, it hides you, the red crosshair, you don't show up. You also are immune to player control kill streaks, like, the chopper gunner, and you have the Hacker Pro ability of not being detected by motion sensors, so Cold-Blooded's actually looking pretty strong. Looks like a pretty decent, they've split up the stealth perks so much and put them in different perks. It's crazy how much they had to break down stealth, but it's still here. You can still string them together. And wait till you go Prestige and activate the Greed card and throw Blind Eye into this mix. Then it's going to be really something. But and in the Tier 3, you know there's going to be dudes using Ninja. People, in today's Call of Duty, people want stealth. People don't want to be seen. They don't want to be heard. And for equipment, you know that these people are going to get that camp on, guys. So they're going to have the Claymore, and they're going to have the motion sensor, sensor grenades. I don't have a sensor grenade icon, so I use the portable radar from Modern Warfare 2. But that's going to be the sensor grenade, which detects enemy movement. And unfortunately, this is a community. This is what you're looking at, guys. So here's your slap of reality. This is what you're going to be looking at in Black Ops 2. I can pretty much guarantee it. 100% you're going to see this class a lot. Like I said, I haven't played Black Ops 2, but I do know the community. And this community, this is what they like to do right here. We all know this. So anyway, all right, enough of this shit. Let's now that we got the bad news out of the way, let's get on to the good news. Let's look at an actual fun class here. So let's get into it right now, the MP7. Now, we all know how good the MP7 is from playing Modern Warfare 3, and I don't anticipate it being any less of a gun in Black Ops. It'll probably be the same. I don't know if they're going to add more recoil to it or not. I mean, the MP7 was almost like a mini ACR. Like, you could pick off people from so far away, it had no recoil at all. Let's see what Treyarch does with it, man. Usually Treyarch has always added more recoil on their weapons than Infinity Ward has. And this just looks like a fun little class. Now guys, this is after you prestige. You see the bottom 3 boxes, how I have that greed card activated? I have that one character in that box on the left. That's the greed card. That's the game changer. That's going to allow you to completely change and customize and rearrange things. And look guys, the way this pick 10 system works is they give you 10 points to spend and everything is worth a point. You could take primary weapons, secondary weapons, perks, no perks, equipment, no equipment. But right here, I chose to go with the MP7. I'm going to be using it with the extended mags and the laser sight. The laser sight is basically steady aim. And yeah guys, they switch things around. So right now, any perk that affects the way a gun performs, like fast reload, quick draw, stalker, and yes people, stalker is back. It's adjustable gun stock. I know you guys are all thrilled about that. I never had a problem with Stalker, man. Then again, I didn't really play Modern Warfare 3 that much, but I can hear all of you people out there screaming right now that Stalker is coming back, but whatever. So, attachments affect the way your gun performs, and perks affect the player. So, that has changed. So, yeah, the laser sight is in fact steady aim. So basically, I have extended mags and steady aim on my gun, and I have that tier 1 greed card activated. So let's see what that does. That's the game changer. That's the wild card. That's what makes Black Ops 2 so different. It breaks the mold. So let's get into the perks. Okay, so the perks I chose for this loadout, guys, I had a real tough time deciding the tier 1. I didn't know if I should go with either lightweight or hardline, but you guys all know that Hardline Pro is actually built into this game now. You get score points for all assists. So I'm thinking Hardline Pro is going to be a real nice perk to have, especially a guy like me who likes to run high streaks. Got to get those YouTube gameplays, son. So, yeah, I went with hardline over lightweight, although I think lightweight would be a fantastic tier 1 perk to go with this class. I also went with scavenger in the tier 2. Now, guys, I talked to a few people. I know a lot of you guys are curious about this. I talked to a few people that were at Gamescom, a couple of pros I talked to on Twitter, and they told me right now, as of right now, scavenger resupplies everything. Grenades, equipment, launcher rockets, I mean everything. Noob tubes, it resupplies everything. Now, the game is still in the alpha phase. We're still, you know, 2.5 months away from this game being released, so they could still change some things. And of course, they have the black box. They could change anything on the fly even after the game's released. What do you guys think about scavenger resupplying everything? I think I see a lot of problems here with the Claymore camping, Betty camping. Look, man, I think Black Ops 1 scavenger had it right. You could resupply frag grenades, semtex, stuns, and flashbangs, and maybe shock charges, I guess. That would be great. I really don't think we need to be resupplying noob tubes and bouncing Bettys and Claymores, but hey, I'm not making the game, dude. I'm not the game developer. You know, Treyarch's gonna please everybody. And I know the noobs out there love to camp with all the Claymores and shit. So, whatever. I mean, even if you can resupply everything, guys, don't worry. There's plenty of things in this game to protect you from Claymores and equipment. I mean, you could use the Engineer perk. You could use the Black Hat PDA, which, you know, will let you detect equipment. It's actually a piece of equipment that counters equipment. You could booby trap and hack people's equipment with that shit. There's going to be EMP grenades, flak jacket, so I mean, just everybody relax. Even if you can resupply all your Bettys and Claymores, there's still going to be plenty of ways to protect against it. And who knows, maybe they let Scavenger resupply everything to keep people from overstocking on gun perks and player perks, and you know, maybe the Scavenger resupplying equipment will, you know, keep equipment relevant in this game, because if I can resupply my Claymores, it's a big incentive to use it, right? So, yeah, anyway. Alright guys, now here's where things get a little interesting with this class. As you can see, you notice looking at this class setup, things look kind of crazy, right? There's no secondary weapon. I've got 2 perks in the tier 3. What is going on, Thunder? What kind of sorcery is this? Well, people, this is the game changer. After you prestige, you are allowed to use a wild card. The bottom 3 boxes, you're allowed to use this shit, and that's exactly what I'm doing right here. I activated my tier 3 greed card. Look, man, the way I see it, I don't ever need to run a secondary in this game after I prestige, because I could just pick up secondaries off the ground. There's no need for me ever, unless I'm using a launcher on an anti-air class. There's really no need for me to get a pistol. I don't care how cool the pistols are. I could just, I'd much rather have an extra perk than a secondary. I could just pick a secondary up off the ground. I can't pick a perk up off the ground now, can I? So I activated my tier 3 greed, and I'm going with dexterity and engineer. I think dexterity flows really well with this class. You know, climb ladders and obstacles faster, faster recovery from knife, and faster aim after sprint, which will go really nice with the laser sight. Basically, I have steady aim pro on this gun now with extended mags. Fantastic. I'm also going to be going with engineer. You guys know how much I loved Hacker Pro in the first Black Ops. Black Ops 2 looks like it's going to be the same, man. The engineer shows enemy equipment, and it also delays the explosives. I don't have that in there, but it also delays the explosives of enemy equipment. You can also re-roll and booby trap care packages. So yeah, engineer, an amazing perk. And for equipment, I'm gonna go you know, if scavenger does in fact resupply, I'll just go with Semtex and stuns, just like the original Black Ops. If it doesn't, I might activate another greed card. And yeah, I probably, if I can't resupply stun, if it's just like Modern Warfare 3 scavenger, I'll just use another greed card, and I'll just get rid of the Semtex and stuns completely out of this class. But if scavenger resupplies, I will definitely take my Semtex and stuns. I loved resupplying those. And alright, let's get into another interesting class here. Oh baby, what is that? Is that the TAR-21? Yes it is. Alright guys, the TAR-21 is back for Modern Warfare 2. And as you can see, I'm going all out gun skill on this one. I've activated my tier 1 greed card, primary gunfighter. As you can see, those are the specs to the right, guys. I'm not reading them all, just because, you know, Xbox Ahoy already does that. You know, you guys can see the specs. You guys can go over them all. You know, it looks pretty sexy. Let's get right into the perks. Let's get right into the perks I'm using for this one. Alright, here we go. As you can see, guys, I've activated 2 greed cards on this one. I am just going all out with gun skill perks and player skill perks. Right off the bat, TAR-21 suppressed. Amazing. I'm going to be using it with the silencer. The TAR-21 has fantastic iron sights. I'm also going to be using it with fast mag, which is sleight of hand and quick draw. So basically I have sleight of hand pro from Black Ops with this gun. And yeah, pretty amazing. I'm not using a secondary. I'm going to pick one up off the ground. And don't really need equipment because I'm going to be too busy using my gun with this one, guys. Let's go right into the perks. I'm going to be using, this was one of my favorite classes from Black Ops. I'm going to be using Flak Jacket with Hardened. Well, actually, it's called Toughness, which gives you 0 flinch when being shot at. Scavenger, so I never run out of ammo. The party never ends with Scavenger. And also Tactical Mask, which will protect me from shock charges, stun grenades, flash grenades. You know, just whatever. Amazing. This is going to be such a fun class to use. And as you can see, man, no equipment needed, no secondary needed, just me, my TAR-21, and some badass gun skill and player skill perks. I'm really looking forward to using this class right here. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be a lot of fun to run around with this class, and I do fully expect myself to rack up some serious kill streaks with this loadout right here. And speaking of kill streaks, guys, I do have some concerns. Again, not complaints, just concerns. Let me show you what I mean. Let's get right into the kill streaks real quick. Okay, so here we have the kill streaks for Black Ops 2, and they look really good, dude. They look really phenomenal. I'm really happy to see the Orbital VSAT SR-71 coming back. Happy to see the dogs coming back. You know, these kill streaks look really, really sick. But I do have some concerns, guys. I mean, like I said in the beginning of this video with that campy ghost class, again, I know this community, and I'm looking at this kill streak loadout right here, and I can already see some could be problems, potential problems. Now, I remember when I heard that the RC car was coming back, I said to myself, well, the RC car was really stupid and annoying, and it pissed off pretty much most of us. But, you know, at least you had to pick between running the RC car and the UAV. So yeah, you could run an RC car, which is annoying, but it cuts down on the UAV spam, which is good, because UAV spam is equally annoying. And let's face it, guys, the UAV has kind of become a pain in the ass over the years, right? You might agree with me, you might disagree with me, that's fine. In Black Ops 2, you could run the RC car and the UAV. And I could really see that being a pain in the ass, especially if you stack that with the Hunter Killer drone. And you know, you're using hardline. I mean, imagine playing a game where people are spamming you all match long with RC cars, spy planes, and Hunter Killer drones. it pretty much forces you to use Flak Jacket and Ghost, Tier 1 Greed. You know, I don't know, man. Look, I've always said that the UAV should be nerfed. It should be a personal UAV. You know, when somebody gets 3 kills, the whole team should be able to see where somebody's at. And a lot of you guys feel like the UAV is necessary because it increases the pacing of the game. Then there's some other guys out there that think, you know what, just get rid of the UAV altogether and just have orbital VSAT. You know, no UAV, just get rid of it. You know, all of us have our own different opinions on UAV. The UAV has been such a hot topic of controversy over the past couple of Call of Duties. I mean, y'all know how Modern Warfare 3 went. Enemy UAV online. Enemy UAV spotted. Enemy UAV spotted like a million times. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Look, and not only did they not nerf the UAV, guys, they buffed it. Now, I think it takes like 3 kills and an assist to get a UAV in Black Ops. You can't just get 3 kills, so they kind of made it a little bit harder to get. But when you get the UAV, when you call it in, any kill your teammates get when that UAV is up counts towards your score streak to help you stack towards your next score streak you have selected. So they actually buffed the UAV. They made the UAV better. They didn't nerf it like we suggested. You know, a lot of the YouTube community suggested to Vandahar, look, man, it should just be a personal UAV. They went the complete opposite way and they buffed it, and I could really see this being a problem. I could see the RC car, UAV, hunter killer drone with hardline being a big problem, being really annoying, and just pissing off a lot of people. But then again, man, these other kill streaks are so great in this game. You know, just like Modern Warfare 2, maybe people won't use the low streaks because they'll be using the, you know, Hellstorm missile, you know, orbital VSAT and dog combo, or, you know, whatever. I mean, these other kill streaks look so badass. They look so nice. I saw the Lodestar being used in one of the gameplays from Gamescom, and it looks just like the Reaper on steroids, man. The Lodestar looks absolutely phenomenal. So there's a hell of a lot of sexy kill streaks in this game, no doubt, but there's also a hell of a lot of scrubs in this community that don't know how to get sexy kill streaks and would rather just spam you all day with the low kill streaks, the annoying ones. So just in case that does happen, people, I'm going to show you how to protect against it. Let's get into this bonus class coming up right here. Alright guys, let's check this class out. Say the scenario I just spoke about with the kill streaks does actually happen, and it will. You get into a lobby and there's a whole bunch of dudes running the low streaks. They're spamming you with RC cars, UAVs, and hunter killer drones, and you're just getting really pissed off and really annoyed. Well, don't worry, guys, because this class right here will cover you. Vandahar did confirm at Gamescom that Flak Jacket will protect you from the RC car and the hunter killer drone, which is phenomenal. So let's get right into it, guys. Let's get into the perks I'm using and the gun perks and player perks I'm using for this loadout. Let's get into it right here. Okay, I've got my AK-47, and I'm going to be using it with primary Greed Gunfighter. I'm going to be using it with the suppressor, the laser sight, which is steady aim, and fast mag, which is sleight of hand. You know, some nice gun skills, staying off the radar with the suppressor. Let's face it, guys, a silencer is one of the top attachments, even with all these other buffed up attachments being brought into the game. Haven't used them all yet, but I can't see myself giving up the silencer, dude. It's too nice of an attachment. For my perks, guys, in the Tier 1 Greed, we're going to be going with Ghost and Flak Jacket. So, like I said, man, Ghost will protect you from the UAV spam as long as you're moving. Can't be camping with this shit anymore. And the Flak Jacket will protect from the RC car and the hunter killer drone. We're also going to go with Scavenger, so you never run out of ammo with that nice little gun you got there that's got all the perks on it. And we're also going to be going with Engineer, so we can find these guys, look where all their, you know, where they're hiding with the claymores and shit. And there you go. Engineer looks like it's going to be one of the most used Tier 3 perks for your boy Thunder right here. Again, guys, this is just an alpha creator class. The game is still 2.5 months away. They could change all kinds of shit. This video I made right here was just going on what I saw from Gamescom and to give you guys kind of an idea of some problems we could see in the kill streaks, some problems we could see in the creator class, and just exactly how this pick 10 system works. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me your thoughts. And if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to also rate. It's your boy Thunder. I'll see you guys again on the next video. Have a good one. Peace.